was absolutely glorious! I don't care if you people think I'm getting carried away or if I'm behaving or if I'm behaving in a different way. I don't care. I do not care. This is what I was waiting for a long time. Bobby Roode, finally, WWE actually did the right thing. It's about freaking time. It's about freaking time. They listened to the WWE Universe. It's about time. It's about freaking time. Jinder Mahal did not deserve to be the United States champion, and you know what was great about it? The great thing about it is that there was no Singh brothers at ringside, so that made me a little bit more evenly calm. But what made me a little more nervous is the fact that I know how WWE handle their booking. I know how WWE handle their booking, so that was the other thing that got me concerned. I don't care if you people think I'm getting carried away in my introduction or if you think I'm an idiot. I do not care. I have all the rights to be happy. I have all rights to be happy. So let's go over SmackDown Live. SmackDown Live was friggin', it was great. You know, we didn't get a lot of shit. We didn't even start off with Shane McMahon and Daniel Bryan. We didn't even start off with them. We went straight into a match. Xavier Woods and Jinder Mahal. We went straight into a match. No Sami Zayn, Kevin Owens bullshit. No Daniel Bryan and Shane McMahon arguing. It was great. It was great. We didn't have any filler. We didn't have much filler, which was great, which I liked. This is what SmackDown needs. This is something that SmackDown needs to do. None of this filler bullshit. None of this bullshit where we had to sit through a 10, 15, 20-minute promo. Seriously, SmackDown did a lot right this week. They did a lot right this week. Sure, some people might still be like, typical women's match, 6 women's tag, it's always like that. You know, I'm gonna forget that. I'm gonna forget the 6 women's tag. I'm not even gonna complain. I'm not gonna complain. SmackDown was, as I said, absolutely glorious! Glorious show tonight. It was a glorious show. If anybody has an issue with this show, then you obviously need a brain check. Seriously, you need a brain check if you have a serious problem with this show. We started off the show with a match. Jinder Mahal versus Xavier Woods. Winner moves on to the final. Jinder Mahal dominated Xavier Woods throughout maybe about 90% of the match, and then we had Jinder Mahal getting the win after then Xavier Woods made a comeback. And then we had Bobby Roode and Mojo Rawley. You know, I don't mind Mojo Rawley's new theme music. I really don't mind it. But Bobby Roode was never going to lose to Mojo. He was never going to lose to Mojo. Mojo Jojo. Yeah, Mojo. He was never going to lose to Mojo Rawley, guys. He was never going to lose that. And that what was great, and what else was great about this is the fact that when Bobby Roode won. And then we had the Cringe Brothers. Well, I didn't find this great. I thought this was interesting to set up their rivalry. I thought they were going to start settling up their rivalry when this happened. And thank Christ. And thank Christ. And I'm just so freaking happy about SmackDown this week. You can criticize the show if you want. I don't care. People who criticize the show, they're just people that just don't know how to feel, don't know how to feel excitement anymore. They're just people that just can't feel excited. This episode of SmackDown was great. Like I've said before. We had a women's match. We had 6 women. You know, Becky, Charlotte, Naomi. And then we had we had them versus the Riot Squad. And the Riot Squad got the win with a very interesting move by Liv Morgan. I found that move pretty I wouldn't say it was impactful. I'll just say it was interesting. We had a very interesting finishing move. I'll just say it was a very interesting finisher. And then we had the finals, and then we had the finals. We had AJ Styles cutting a promo. We had the Usos cutting a promo. See, not a lot of filler. See, there was not much filler in there. Some people might consider the women's match filler. Like I said, I can look past the women's match. I just enjoyed myself. I really enjoyed myself this week. I looked past the women's match. I thought the women's match was, you know, it's there. It's just there for me. And also majority of the show, they were just hyping up the Royal Rumble, where all the participants of the women's and most of the men's participants were all talking about how they're going to win the Royal Rumble match. You know, they were just going over all that stuff. To me, there just wasn't a lot of filler, and I just really had a lot of fun with this episode. I had a lot of fun with this episode, so regardless what anybody says to me, I really had a lot of fun with this episode of Raw. This episode of SmackDown. I had a lot of fun, regardless the women's match. Honestly, I just didn't really care. I'm just the type of guy that just loves to watch wrestling, and if I find anything good, I'll just, you know, talk about it. And regardless what people say about the women's match, I had a lot of fun watching this episode. Regardless if you liked the women's match or not, I liked the women's match. I thought it was okay. And then we had a glorious championship crown. We had a glorious champion crowned in Bobby Roode. He is now finally he is the rightful United States champion, right where it needs to be. You know, I'm happy. Just let me be happy. Let me have fun. And I will see you in the next episode. I'll see you in my next video. Good.